Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be decorating my plan with me as usual, but I have a couple of things that I got this week in Happy Mail and I wanted to share with you. First thing is the new Happy Planner Folio, not Folio, the Folio. And let's open this up. It says happiness starts here, Happy Planner. And then here's the back. This is the nice box that it came in. If I can get it, that would be awesome sauce. Oh, yeah. I'm just being a little extra. Okay. So let's open this up. This box is really nice. This is not, it came in another box like the shipping box, but I love this box. This could be like a little keepsake kind of box where you put your little things in. And it's like a magnetic closure here. I like this. I'm going to use this. Put this on my desk. All right. So let's open this up. I got the espresso. I was going back and forth. They all were nice. I liked the neon neutral and I liked the blush. But I settled on the espresso. So let's take a look at the new Happy Planner Folio. I don't know about you guys, but I have mixed feelings about this product because I feel like, I just feel like sometimes Happy Planner needs to stick with Happy Planner, like what they're known for. And I feel like sometimes when they're branching out, when they did like the journaling notebooks and things like that, which is like, to me, Archer and Olive type things. And then this is like the Traveler's Notebook. I don't know. I feel like they have a certain niche and then they should stay within that and then, you know, do other things. I mean, because we are screaming for more, at least most of us are screaming for more, what do you call it? Designs. Different, you know, different designs, like just branching out as far as the Happy Planner and the artwork is concerned, because it does seem like year after year we get the same types of palettes. And if anything, it's like put your energy into that and really honing in on what your consumers are asking for as far as the customizability of your planners and the, you know, the artwork of your planners, like the designs of it all, like really hone into that instead of like trying to pull on other people or other things. But I will say, it kind of made me feel differently. That type of insight made me feel differently because I seen a comment under the advertisement for the folios before they were coming out. And someone had said that they used to use Happy Planner before, but they stopped because they preferred the Traveler's Notebooks. And now that Happy Planner has these available, they wanted to come and, you know, check it out and possibly start back using Happy Planner again. So that made me think, it's like, maybe this wasn't such a bad idea to do. So let's open this up. I've never used a Traveler's Notebook before. I've seen them. I thought they were very interesting, but like I always say, at the time, I'm a very decorative planner, and if something doesn't show a lot of space for decorative things, it kind of deters me. Hence, probably why I never could find a real way to use the classic size dashboard, because the way it's laid out, you don't really have room for decorative bits. Like you can, like little here and there, but not to be the decorative planner that I am when I use my classic vertical. That's what the issue is. But again, now I'm finding that I have all of these other planners that I can use for my decorative outlet. And so now I don't mind using smaller planners like my Hobonichi cousin, because I have still, you know, my Happy Planners that I can use and use all my stickers with. And then for my Hobonichi, it's more like really minimal decorative and just functional. And that's why I was like, okay, let me try the Traveler's Notebook, because now it's not all about how can I use my stickers, because like I said, I have my happy planners for that outlet. So I was like, let me just try this. So you get this pocket here. And then this one, it zips open. And then this one opens at the top. So you have this one, and then you have this one that zips. Then you get a couple of sheets of stickers. Functional, some bullet points, and your monthly tabs. And then you get the folders, the pockets on there, and then you have your planner. Here's your calendar. These are undated. So you're going to circle your month up here. This month's intentions and focus. Here's your to-do list. And then this page is like for your notes, thoughts, feelings, and all the other things that you want to document and write about. And then here's your currently page, which I love because everything is listed. And then you can just write in how you're feeling or how your month is going and how your week is going. And that's your planner. And then you have a journal. So it's just basically free space .grid for you to do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. And that's it. And so you can add, and here's your pen loop here. So you can add your notebooks to this. People were asking in the comments, will there be additional items being released? And I mean, I would think if they're going to go down this avenue, they're going to keep up with it and not just have these and then just be like, well, we're done here. But they did say, answer some of the questions in the comments, and they were saying basically watch out for the fall release because there will be lots more items for the travelers. Basically, well, the Happy Planner Folio. Let's just keep it real. There'll be more items added to it, which again is, you would think, you know, I would think only, it's kind of sketchy with Happy Planner because they're really good with starting stuff and then letting stuff fall from the wayside and then never to be heard and seen from again. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll see. And I think too, maybe it also depends on the sales. Like if people, oh, they have a little heart embossed in here. That's cute. If people are buying it, then they're going to keep it up. But I guess if, you know, the sales are not going the way they intended them to go, it's in their best interest to just let the product go. But again, it sucks for the people who are interested, and maybe it's not enough per se, but you introduce the product, so you get some people hooked, and then they're looking around going, okay, like, where's all the stuff for the Traveler's Notebook? Because you hear people in the comments during the fall releases and other releases going, what about the mini? What about the skinny mini? Because they start stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're not doing that now. And then, oh, we're going to bring it back. It's like, don't get us all hooked on products and then go, we're not doing it anymore. So, you know, they do that sometimes. And for that, I could understand why people are like, well, will there be any other products, you know, released for this? Because if not, I'm not going to go buy it and then get hooked and then I'm stuck because you guys are not giving us anything else for it anymore. So, I don't know. This was another one of my Happy Mails that I got. I forgot for JoJo, if you don't select, you have to select when you're ordering. You have to select your how you want to receive your the shipping. And I forgot. And I was supposed to select USPS. I forgot about it until after I put the order in and I did UPS. And it just took way too long. If I would have did USPS, it would have got here lickety split. But I forgot to change it. So don't forget that when you order from JoJo, you have to make sure you're switching up the shipping, because it's already set for UPS, but you hit the drop down and then you can select your USPS if you choose to. But this is the die cut or the vinyl sticker I got with the order. And these are her newest ones. This is the pastel and neutral. Date the dates. Let's just do a quick flip through of this little baby right here. So these sticker books again are awesome. I love this font. Awesome when you are redating your planners, or if you are like myself doing these monochromatic spreads. These are great to have because then you can change them out. If you don't have her functional basics, then you can grab these and then you can date your planners or redate your planners or however you feel you need to do it. But this is the neutral, which has the browns, the grays, and yeah, I think it's just the browns and the grays. And then here is the pastel. Date the dates. And all of your pastel colors. So this is great. I was going to say for spring, but there's a lot of spreads that would go with these colors for the summer months as well. So yeah. So those are my two things that I got Happy Mail this week. If you have not purchased these or seen these, or you're thinking about grabbing them, make sure to use my affiliate link that will be in the description. And then don't forget to use my code Mika10. That will save you some money if you decide to purchase these. But if you get them as a bundle, I'm not sure if any of the bundles are left. I think they're already sold out. But anything you get on her website that is a bundle, you cannot use the code for. Just an FYI. All right, so let's get started. This is my spread from last week. As you guys could see, I did end up switching out my disc so I could do my my picture for Instagram and for social media. I love how this spread came out. I was gonna like refill it with some more florals and things, but I said I'm just gonna leave it. But I did use my pink. What kind of, I forgot the name of my pen that I use. My pink, I thought I had one over here. I must have moved it. I forgot the name of, oh yes it is. Here it is. Oh no, oh gosh, you guys. Avalanche of washies. Yeah, my tool pen. I had a purple one. I have all the colors, but the red is over here. So yeah, I used my purple tool and I filled it in. I didn't do that for the blue. I just used my black pen, but I decided to use the purple. So this week, let's get into it. What's going on this week? This week is my niece's birthday and my cousin's birthday. Two of my cousins' birthday. And my niece's birthday is on Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, I have to text my son's father. Today's his birthday. I almost forgot. Lord. Yeah. So Tuesday is my niece. Thursday is my cousin. And I think the 31st is my other cousin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So today, well, this week we're going to do red. Monochromatic spread in red. Y'all, I have my mind set up. Mine was made up like 2 weeks ago for red. Still haven't done it. I think I mentioned it before. Then today, I sat down and I was like, I'm doing green. I'm going to do green. Got all my stuff together for green. And then I was like, why do I feel like I've done green before? So I was like, you got to do red. So I have JoJo's red functional basics. I have Live.Love.Posh Functionally red right now. I have some scraps. This is the blushing candy stripes from PlanIt Darbi, along with her Scarlett Crush darBlooms. And then I have Anika's The Art of Becoming Her Summer Girls. And I think I'm going to use her. Yeah, we'll see how it looks. And then, of course, I have Live.Love.Posh's red grid washi. Also, I want to mention to you guys, if you don't know already, Live.Love.Posh is having her summer sale. It is going on until I believe the 31st of this month. A lot of things are marked down and on sale. Of course, you cannot use my code Mika10 for any of the sale items, but if you get any of the journaling stuff that you were waiting for is back on restock. Okay, so you can pick up all of your journaling things that you missed out on when it released. Grab you some sale items. The code will work for the non-sale items, of course, and things that are not bundled. But she is having a sale. I have stuff in my cart, and I was so... Let me have a little more moment with you guys, okay? Because you guys are supposed to be my friends, and I'm trying to figure this thing out. Why? And I want to know who did it. Who went up there and bought all of her undated horizontal inserts? Who did it? I had it in my cart, right? And I said, because I remember like the last couple of sales, I feel like when I went back up there days after, like in the middle of the sale, I see new stuff added. So I had stuff in my cart and I said, I'm gonna wait a few days and keep checking just in case nothing new pops up that I'm like, oh, now I have to do a new order for. Why did I go back up there the same day? And the horizontal inserts were gone. Gone, you guys. Why did you do that to me? I still check. I checked before I started filming just to make sure. I'm like, come on. Why? I don't know why. I should have just did it. And the crazy thing is, okay, I wanted 2 because I think they're like 6 months. So I was like, let me grab 2, right? But it was telling me I couldn't even put 2 in the cart because it was only 1. I don't know why that did not click in my mind. Like, okay, then you need to order it. Like, you need to grab it now because if there's only 1 left, maybe I wasn't sure if they were saying 1 left or we can only do 1. So I don't know, but that should have been like clue number 1. Like, girl, order it now. But I didn't. So maybe it's not all of you, but one of you. I know one is. One is did it. Yeah. So I'm really hurt about that because I really wanted that horizontal. But then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to feel too bad because there was a horizontal mini that was released, I believe, for the summer. And it did not have the checklist. I think I mentioned that. So I'm hopeful that the horizontal classic size that they released for the fall will also not have a checklist. One can hope. Right. So that's where we are with that. But I still got stuff in my cart. And I keep checking, make sure nobody's touching my stuff. And yeah. So that's where we are with that. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys picked up anything. And don't forget, like I said, if you're purchasing, since for the sale, if you're purchasing stuff that's not on sale, but you're trying to kill 2 birds, 1 stone, make sure you use my code so you can save on the non-sale items. We're doing red today, guys. We are doing red. Are you excited about the red? do it down this way. Are you excited about the red? So I went to my gym class. Like, I went Monday. Anthony was there. I told you about the debacle last week. So I went Monday, signed up for my class on Monday, which I have to do after I get off of here. I keep forgetting to do. Anthony shows up per usual, right? No issues there. Signed up for Wednesday, and I'm checking the app every time. Like, keep checking to make sure Cecilia, who is she's the instructor for Wednesdays, making sure that that hasn't changed. So I'm checking it all the way up until I'm at the gym about to head inside. Yes, I'm checking the app again because you're not getting me no more. So as soon as I go in there, one of the ladies that was trying to get me to stay for the total body conditioning, because Cecilia walked in right after me. Right after I got out the car, after I checked to see if she was still going to be on the class. When I was walking into the gym, she was walking ahead of me. So when I came in, one of the ladies that was trying to get me to stay for total body, she was telling Cecilia, she was like, ooh, she was mad last week. And I was cracking up. And she was like, you were upset? I said, yeah. I said, because, they didn't let us know anything about the class being canceled or whatever. And I was like, I was upset because I want to do my body pump. So she was like, well, who was here? And I was like, it was somebody else. And they were doing, I said, Wednesday they did body balance. That's what it was. I said, they did body balance. And I said, and then I ended up signing up for Thursday's class, and it was total body conditioning. And she was like, well, they didn't tell. I said, they didn't say anything. And then the lady that was laughing at me being mad last week, she said, well, after you came in, she was talking to me. She was like, after you came in, they put a sign up on the door saying that body pump was canceled for today. And for that day. So Cecilia asked me, she said, well, did you stay for the body balance? And I said, no. I said, because I wasn't coming for body balance. I said, I was coming for body pump. I said, but I did do my cardio. I said, I did my cardio and then I left. And I said, yes, I said for Thursday, I did stay 30 minutes for the total body conditioning and then I left. I said, because mentally I was upset and I wasn't in the right mindset because I didn't like how they did things. Like, they get on us about canceling, booking the class and not showing up. You guys can't do that. Like, it's 2026. There's a billion ways to send communication where you don't have to send any notices by horse and buggy. Like, you can let us know ahead of time that the class is not going to be body pump. I said, and they didn't do that. I said, that was the second time, and that's why I didn't come. So one of my other friends, Michelle, was there, and I asked her, I said, did you come Saturday? Because I said I was going to come, but I was so done with the week and how they did things that I wasn't going to get up on no Saturday morning and come to class, find out that we didn't have a class or they wasn't doing body pump. So she was like, yeah, I did come. And yeah, Dora was here because Dora does the Saturdays. So she was like, no, she was here. But then I find out that Thursday, Kate usually does the body pump. That's her class. She called out, and that's why they had to do the total body conditioning. But somebody told the instructor that Kate was at another location doing another class. I was cracking up. I said, "Nah, I know you lying." She was like, "Yeah, she was at another location doing a class." Y'all, how are you at another location and you're scheduled? This is your scheduled class. It wasn't like you were off and were like subbing for somebody else. This is your class. What the heck is going on? I don't know. Maybe she felt, maybe she felt some kind of way herself because of the way they was doing stuff. I don't know what the heck was going on with the gym last week, but I mean the week before last. Yeah, so this week went off without a hitch. I didn't go yesterday, though, to my Saturday morning class because I just didn't feel like it. And yeah, there's no excuse. I just didn't feel like it. So this week I have to really put in my work because it's the end of the month and yeah, it needs to be done. And yeah, I really got to get in some real good cardio this week. I didn't do last week really well. I just did Monday, a cardio on Monday. Yeah, because Wednesday after body pump, I left because I was like, oh, I'm just going to come back either Thursday, Friday, and then I'll do one on Saturday. And that didn't happen. All right, so I'm thinking of, I got to change my, what you call it at the top. That's burgundy. We can't use that. This is a better red. So are we going to use these? We'll see if they'll cover it. I like these. Last week, I think I used Live.Love.Posh's. I like these from Mojo-Jojo. I like that. Super cute. We're going to change this. Oh, no, because we have to do July and August and... We'll leave it. We'll leave that. All right, so let's get... Yeah, so this week is not going to be that busy. I get paid, but everything is paid and accounted for. So it's just going to be a check that I'm just going to put away. I think I'm gonna do some cash stuffing. I don't think I'm gonna do a video for it though, but yeah, so next week is my week off. Not this week. No, it's not. Next week, I'm working all the way until Friday because next Friday is my birthday. So I'm working Monday through Thursday. I have Friday off. And then the next week is the week I have off. I did it differently this year. All right, so there's that. We still need other boxes, so that's not that. And then we're going to need some quotes. Radio. I swear these boxes be giving me such a hard time. So what am I watching? I got to catch up with my big brother because I know a new episode comes on tonight. So I didn't watch any. The last time I watched it was last Sunday, and I caught up. I think I'm going to use Sundays as my catch-up days from the whole week because it comes on, 2 other times. So by Sunday, it's like 3 episodes I'm going to watch. So I'm going to watch it, and then I'll be up to date with this Sunday. What else am I watching? Oh, I want to watch The Chi. This is their final season. I believe it's finished now. I'm not sure, but I've never watched any of it. And I do want to watch that. So that's going to be another thing that I'm going to start binge watching. And this is going to be pretty good because it's on it's on Paramount. And Paramount does not have commercials. Yay. So I love when I could just binge watch a show and don't have to worry about commercials. So, yeah, let's do that. And you know what else is fun about doing this? I think I said this before, is that all of you don't have to go around searching. I don't think I said it before. But you don't have to go around searching for colored stickers that match. Boom. Because all you need is one color. So what else am I watching? Can't think of anything else. Oh, Project Runway. Let me think of the days. Project Runway. Ultimate Fighter. That's the new season I'm watching. Master Chef. What else we got? Oh, you know what starts tonight too? The Great Food Truck Race. That starts tonight. I like that too. All right, we are done with function. All right, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and to-do list. Got that out of the way. We don't need this one either. Oh, we need this one for our quotes. And now it is time to sticker it up. Sticker it up. Let's get quotes though. You guys, I just love this. Okay. Now we can just focus on, oh, don't forget too, we have the washi. Let's do the washi. Look, everybody chill out. I don't know what's going on. The heck? Everybody chillax a minute. I think I want to put... My sister told me. My sister told me yesterday that she said, because she has my cat that I used to have, Cupcake, that I had to give to her because I had Bubby who was sick and she would mess with him. I don't know if you guys remember Cupcake, but she still has Cupcake, and she told me yesterday, she was like, "You're not even gonna believe this." So I said, "What?" So she was like, "I got up yesterday," and she was like, "I don't usually like her in my room because she messes with stuff, my plants and stuff like that." So she was like, "The only time I let her in my room is if I'm in there." But she was like, "When I'm asleep, you know, I shut the door so she stays out." And so she was like, "I fell asleep with the door open and I woke up to her, of course, messing with stuff." She said, "So I got up and got her out of the room and then shut my door and went back to sleep." And she said, "So I got up this morning and I went to go make my coffee." And she was like, "I was looking for a Cupcake in the chair that she usually likes to sit in, and she wasn't in the chair." So she was like, "I figured she was in the room with Lolo, which is my niece." So she was like, I opened the door. She wasn't in there. So she was like, "I didn't think anything of it until," I think she said she went in the living room or something. And she said, "I happened to look at the window and Cupcake was in the window, outside in the window, looking at her inside the apartment." And she was like, "I'm looking like, is that Cupcake?" She said, "Because I didn't know what was happening." And she was like, "I didn't understand how she got out." So she was like, "I woke up Lolo to let her know like she's outside." And she jumps up and she's like, "What's she doing outside?" And my sister was like, I don't know how she got out there." So she was like, they was looking around trying to figure out how she got outside. And come to find out, she had managed to get squeezed through the whatchamacallit in between the window and her AC. That's how she got outside. So Lolo ended up going outside to grab her. She was hissing at her and crying at the same time. Like when she would come close to her, she would hiss, and then when she walk away, she started crying. So finally, Lolo walked up to her, let her sniff her, and she realized who she was, and so she followed her back in the house. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh. So she was saying something, and I was like, oh, because she said that Lolo had put some tape or something up there. I said, well, you need to keep checking that. I said, because she knows now that's a way out. So she's going to start picking at it. If she can't get out the first time, she's going to try it again. And if that's a deterrent, she's going to keep picking at it until she can get back out again. And my sister was like, you think she's... I said, yeah. So she knows now that's a way out. She's going to keep doing it now. I was like, no way. She was like, yeah, she's outside looking at me in the window. I was cracking up. Oh my gosh. I just can't even right now. I couldn't even imagine. My son used to tell me that. You should let them outside and let them come in. I said, Stephen, I'm on the second floor, sir. Can you explain to me how would I know the cats are ready to come inside if I'm on the second floor? How would I know that? This is not a house, and I'm not on the first floor. So how would I be able to hear them scratching at the door or meowing, like if I just happen to be in the living room? If I'm in my room, I'm in the back of the house. So how would I know? Like, that literally makes no sense. And if they're not originally outside cats, you can't just make them outside, because we have a lot of stray cats that's over here. And cats are very territorial. And if they go out there now, they will probably get killed, because those cats, like I said, are very territorial. They know the cats that are around here. And yeah, that's not how that works, son. We'll just leave it like that. That's the whole point of it, right? Yeah, but good thing nothing happened to her, and good thing that she stayed, there. And I don't even know. And you're not even like all the way up in the morning. So imagine my sister like, what the heck? That cat sure looks like my cat, but this cat is outside. Oh yes, sister. I guess you found out the grass really isn't that much greener outside, huh? On the other side. So like I said, at least she was still there when you guys woke up. And you seen her. Because what in the world is happening? She really could have bounced it, and they would have known nothing else. That cat would have been gone. My sister would have been calling me talking about Cupcake ran away, and we ain't seen her since. Isn't it? I was so crazy. I was like, well, what? I said, yeah, she knows now. And now she knows that she can come back in. So yeah, if you guys don't watch that area where you taped it at, she can very well keep picking at it and be right back outside again. Thinking, whenever I want to go out, I go out. When I come back, and I come back and check you guys. When I'm hungry or whatever. And she was like, my sister was like, well, she do it again, she get out again, I'm not looking for her. That's gonna be it. And I'm like, yeah, you're gonna look for her, because first of all, Lolo's not having that. She's gonna go out there looking for that cat. She loves Cupcake. Where am I putting this, you guys? This is like, what are we doing with this space here? Let's just put it here. Yeah, she loves Cupcake, so. I don't like that space there. I don't like it. You see how this side seems so much fuller, and is it just me? Am I just... No. Okay, what are we looking at? You know what we could do? Let's do some... Oh, well, we got scraps. These might be too big. We may have to go back to the... washi. Yeah. I think we're done after this. Okay. I think we're done. Let's just put this little piece here. And I finished. Did I tell you guys I finished Regretting You? No, I don't think I did. I finished Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. Awesome book. And I figured, okay, first of all, let me just say, I never liked the movies compared to the books. There's never been a movie that I watched after reading the book and was like, wow, that movie was great. Never happens. But I said, well, most times it's because I either watched the movie way after I read the book. So it's kind of like, But this time I'm like, okay, I just finished reading Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. Let me watch the movie. Y'all, that movie was horrible. Okay? That movie was so bad. I think the last movie I watched that was that bad was Brick Mansions with, what's his name in it? Walker. I forgot his first name. The one that passed away that did the Fast and Furious. Brick Mansions was just 2 hours of somebody parkouring throughout the whole movie. Like, I just didn't understand the movie at all. That movie with Paul Walker. That movie was horrible. It was the last movie that I watched that I could literally tell you I would never ever watch that again. Regretting You is on the same plane. That movie was so bad. And I am not a Hallmark movie watcher. I am not a Lifetime movie watcher. But let me tell you something, okay? I will watch 1,000 Lifetime and Hallmark movies before I watch Regretting You again. That movie, it took everything in me to finish it. It was so bad. The acting was so bad. The chemistry was bad. The the whole thing was just disjointed. It was a hot mess. And she has another one out. I didn't know she had another one out, but she does. I can't remember the name. Reminders of Him. I'm not even going to waste my time. I read the book. The book is great. I'm not wasting my time watching another one of those movies. I can't. The one she did with, she did a movie out of, oh gosh, what is it? It Ends With Us. That one has so much controversy and everything with the whole Blake Lively business and all this other stuff. I never watched it because I was just like, it's just too much drama. I don't want to watch that one. But I was like, let me just watch this one, Regretting You. I regret watching it. That's what I regret. Okay. I regret watching that movie. If you've seen that movie and read the book, let me know in the comments. If you just seen the movie, let me know also, because if you're just watching the movie, maybe to you it was a good movie. You didn't read the book. The movie was great. The chemistry was horrible between the mom and I forgot his name, Jonas or something. I think it was Jonas. They were supposed to have love for each other. She looked like she was scared to death of him the whole time. Like her eyes was all wide and big and scared. That's not love. She looks terrified. Like somebody needs to tell her, sis, we need you to look like you love the guy. Like she looks like she was terrified on the whole movie. That movie was so bad, you guys. I just can't. Oh my God, that movie was horrible. So it's going down. That was right next to Brick Mansions. I would never. Oh, that movie was so bad. So bad. But if you are a reader, the book is really good. Regretting You is really good. I couldn't tell you. And I think to myself, like, if I watched a movie without reading the book, would I even know what this movie is about? It's all over the place. Thank God I read the book for text. Like, okay, I could put it together because I read the book. I can't see how somebody did not read that book and watch the movie and follow it. Like, it's just disjointed. It's crazy. It's all over the place. A lot of it doesn't even make sense. It's just so weird. It's literally so weird. And you could tell that they are just trying to jam pack a lot of information in an allotted time. That's the way it feels. It feels like they're just trying to trying to make it make sense. That's the way it felt to me. Like the whole movie was them just trying to make it make sense in that little bit of time. And it was just all over the place. It was crazy. Yeah, please let me know in the comments if you watched Regretting You. And if you did, let me know if you just watched the movie or you watched it after reading the book. Or you watched the movie and you read the book after. Whatever. Please let me know. That movie, my God, today. They should have never, ever. Who, like, y'all really sat at the table and was like, yes, good answer. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna put this thing out. It's bad. It's bad. All right. Just thought you guys should know. So my next book that I'm reading now is Housemaid. I think I did say that. Which Frida, I forgot her the whole name, but I'm reading that now. So yeah, I'm into my reading, guys. I told you guys I have a cart still left in my Amazon that is full of new books that I want to get, but I refuse to get them until I finish the stack that I have on my living room table. I'm going to do it. All right. Here's my spread. Do not, we're not going to think about the purple discs. Okay. Purple discs are not in it. But the spread itself came out really good for a red monochromatic spread. We have our darBlooms Scarlet Crush. We have the Scraps, which is the blushing candy stripes. I do have an affiliate link for PlanIt Darbi for her Etsy shop. And then you can use my code Mika15 to get 15% off of anything in her shop. Remember, she has printables and she has physical sheets, okay? And then I used JoJo's Red Functional Basics. I have an affiliate link. Don't forget my code Mika10 to get 10% off of anything on her website, not including any box sets or bundles. And then Live.Love.Posh. Again, she is running her summer sale currently right now. Some items is up to 75% off. So if you were waiting for stuff to go on sale, debating on certain items, please go check out her website to make sure that something that you are waiting on is not on sale so you could grab it. And so yeah, I used her Functionally Red, and you can grab this on her website. She does have the box sets available still. She has the journaling, all the journaling stuff that she came out with just recently has been restocked. These she is selling separately. There's a box set and they're being sold separately. So if you just want to pick it up, you can just go grab that, put that in your cart. Don't forget, if you're getting individual items that are not sale items, you can use my code Mika10 to get 10% off. JoJo's, hers is just the box set. They're not being sold individually as of yet. So if you missed out on it, I believe it's still available on her website, but you cannot use the code for the box set. Remember that, only for individual stuff. And then for Anika, I used the Summer Girls, the Art of Becoming Summer Girls. This is her sticker pack. And I don't have an affiliate link for Anika, but I will leave her website in the description for you to go over there if you are interested. She has the packs, the sticker books, and she also has the individual sheets as well. If you don't want a whole, sticker book full of dolls and you just want some individual pieces, you can go over there. She has budgeting stuff as well. She has binders. She has a whole section of sale items that have been marked down, the binders and binder envelopes and things like that for your cash stuffing. So head on over there if you want to purchase anything or look for stuff on her website. I don't have a code again, but I will have her website linked in the description. And that will be it for today, you guys. I feel like I talked a mile a minute and we are done. So that is it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you're notified when new videos are being uploaded. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday or whatever day you're watching this. Please stay safe and remember to be the reason someone smiles. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.